Hi there, this time we'll be taking a look at a Necro deck that I made with Seria, Seeker of the Lost Souls. Got her from a heroic pack because I was sort of looking for additional heroes, and hey, I finally got a Necro. Finally. So this will actually be my first time trying a ranked duel with a Necro deck. We'll see how that goes. For the events, I suppose is that's the next place to look at the moment, I guess. Mostly just filler. I have 1 week of taxes, and that is because I have 0 fortunes. I took a look at them, and I didn't see a whole lot that I was really interested in terms of fortunes. And because the spells that I have are rather high cost, such as Shadow Image and Icy Weapon in this case, I really didn't want to overextend my stats any more than I already had. And so, you know, I'm not giving up too much in foregoing the old fortunes. As for the rest of the events, not much. I got 1 of these, Cosmic Balance, just cause might as well have one. Nice artwork. Rather inconsistent, really, but nice nonetheless. And just a bunch of other junk. Just junk, really, for this deck. Month of the Dancing Flames. I kind of just don't want to give my opponents a whole lot of an edge, and this might help in the late game for me or my opponents, but, you know, what am I going to do, right? As for creatures, I got some generic stuff, but you can sort of, I sort of have a half-baked strategy in that I kind of want to get out Dark Assassin and maybe some other stuff and keep it alive for longer than usual. So I got in my spells things like Icy Weapon, which gives some of my lesser creatures that don't have a whole lot of damage potential, such as Untamed Wraith, a bit more punch. And I have things like Ice Shell that will keep my Dark Assassins alive for longer, and then later on I can use a Tropos to summon out more Dark Assassins and to keep them alive in the late game, where normally having 2 health wouldn't help much. So yeah, that's kind of the strategy I'm going for. It's not all that great at the moment, and if you look at my other spells, maybe they don't seem to match up so well. I got things like Geyser and Ice Spikes and stuff just to get rid of my opponent's Dark Assassins and that sort of stuff, stem some of that early rush that might otherwise destroy me. Otherwise, not a whole lot to see here. I need some additional cards. There's some stuff like Decay Spitter that I only have 1 of, and other things that I really could use more of. So I'm sort of working with what I got, and what I got is kind of, it's not amazing, especially in my elo, but we'll see how that goes. So let's get to the old duel. And we're in. Okay, so nothing particularly interesting here, and this is really, really good. Okay, excellent. I will might up, because I'm going to need it quite badly, and just end. If you notice that my elo has changed, it's because I fought an academy just now, and the duel was possibly the worst I've ever had. And, yeah, it was not something that was worth watching, actually, to be completely blunt. So, I didn't even bother with it, and I just got rid of the footage. But now, I have a really good start, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hello, Mighty 42437. Yes. Okay, so this guy could firebolt me. So what I should do is use this immediately and attack with this, and then I can play an additional Dark Assassin up here, and then might up and end. And now I have 1 Dark Assassin that can survive an attack, another one that next turn will be able to survive an attack if I were to use another one on him. I can also Shadow Image his Juggernaut if I so desire. He doesn't seem to be building up his magic yet, so I'm doing pretty good on that. Now he is. He's looking for, well, I kind of want to assume that he's going to fireball me once I have enough targets on the field for him to do so. But I suppose it doesn't really matter if I use Shadow Image, because it's going to be destroyed in 1 hit anyway. Oh, now that was weird. That is really weird to use a POW this early. Is he just trying to do as much damage as possible? Like, okay. Well, see, I can place this in front of him, and he will only be able to do 2 damage, plus another 2 if he firebolts it. However, that would buy me enough time to later use the shadow image if I so desire. So maybe that would be the best idea. I think I'm going to do that. Place this right here. And then I can also give this guy what he needs to survive an additional attack. And finally, the strategy is coming into play, and I can magic up so that I can be ready to use that mirror, or that shadow image. Yes. Everything's coming together quite nicely. So if he attacks this, he's going to take 2 damage unless he firebolts it first. If he can't firebolt it, the thing's going to die if he doesn't move it. If he does move it, it's going to die anyway, because I'll probably shadow image it. Or, yeah, shadow image. If I can get 2 damage off anyway, I'll kill it with probably ice spikes, possibly. I'm not sure if I should really save it in this situation. If he doesn't block me in at least 2 places where I can either have Dark Assassin attack and his shadow image or something like that, then he's going to be screwed. I don't know about that one. Using that might have been a bit weird in this situation. Okay, well, he's pretty screwed because I'm just going to use this to kill off that thing and then just kill him immediately. Not bad. Fairly good run, a hell of a lot better than that Academy run. Trust me, it was not entertaining to watch. I was very, very angry at it, as I tend to get in the few Academy duels I have fought in the past. But otherwise, that time it was pretty fun. But it looked like that guy might not have gotten the best draws. But I'll see you next time.